how do we sell? First, we have a prospect. That prospect is somebody who is interested in what we have and can afford it. How do we get prospects? That's another topic. But right now, let's say you have this prospect in front of you. How do you start? Do you just say, do you want to buy this? And they tell you, oh, no, I'm not interested. Oh, thank you. And you go to another house and another house and another door, another call. You just go through numbers. Is that the way to do it? Lots of people think that this is what sales is. You just go through lots of numbers and hear no after no after no until you get lucky and get a yes. That is what many people think sales is, but it's not. The sales process starts with you asking questions. You want to know whether that person needs what you sell or not, wants it or not, and can afford it or not. But that's not the only thing. When you ask questions, you position yourself as an expert. I remember in my first sale ever, I was very young and I was selling a person who has 2 companies. And I didn't know to wear a suit at the time. I was wearing a shirt, a blue shirt. My hair was wet because I just went to the bathroom, and I saw him sitting and going like this. I saw him doubting my ability. Like, this is the guy? And I had only a few seconds to correct that. How did I do it? Questions. What made you think about advertising? And what kind of advertising do you want? Is it to build a strong brand? Is it to create more sales? What kind of advertising do you want? What's the purpose behind it? And I kept on asking questions like that. And why did you start this company? What's your vision for this company in 5 years? And all of a sudden, it wasn't about me anymore. It was about him. I was the expert and I was listening. My hands were like this. I was listening and I was asking him all of these questions. And then I would stop and I told him, you know, there are 2 types of advertising. There is brand building to make a strong brand, and there is direct marketing to make a quick sale. What's your purpose? What do you want? Because this will help me determine the kind of ad that best suits you. He kept on talking, and while he was talking, I was doing, yes, exactly, And this was positioning me as an expert. So he started to trust me. And that was the first step. I understood his needs. I understood the size of his company. So I knew exactly how much money I'm going to charge. And I learned everything that I needed to know. But I didn't just do that. He was convinced that I know what I'm doing. And when he finished talking, I was like, you know, in my professional experience, I believe the best option for you is to do this or this. The choice is, of course, yours. But if you want my honest opinion, I believe this is your best choice. Because this will give you this and this and this and that. And he started asking me questions. Not to determine if I'm qualified or not, but questions to know what he should do. He has 2 companies. I was a kid without a suit. That's the power of questions. And it's how we start the sales process. After questions, we present. And then, so what do you think? Does the idea make sense to you? Do you like the idea? Do you want to go ahead? Let's start. And here you might notice some hesitation. You might notice that person telling you, I don't know. Can you do this? He had hesitation. And that's because he might not trust me, not trust my business, not trust my company. He doesn't know me. So here, instead of telling him, you know, you should think about it. No, that's not what we do. Instead, we know that right now he's the most convinced and we need to take it further. We need to convince him further. So truthfully, the work he wanted was bigger than anything I have ever done in my life. It was an ad, a 3D ad that I had to build, and he wanted 6 dancing characters and a full park and everything, lighting and rendering and everything super realistic and not super realistic. He wanted it a bit cartoony, but still it was lots of work. And I was a single guy trying to sell and get thousands of dollars from that person. So he told me, can you show me something similar that you have done? And I didn't have anything like that. I showed him small examples and I explained to him that I have all the tools. I have the lighting, I have the rendering, I have the animation, I have all of these tools, but nobody has ever asked me to do something this big because nobody has the ambition that you have. And that is a great thing. But believe me when I tell you, I can build this ad for you. I can. Because all the technology, all the motion, all the lighting, it's all the same. I can create anything you want. This is my skill, and I can do this for you. So what do you say? Even though I didn't have the work to back it off, he said, okay, let's do this. We shook hands, and we did 2 projects, not 1. So this idea is called looping. When somebody tells you, I don't know, you go back to the beginning and you loop. Because they either don't trust you, don't trust your ability, don't trust your company, so you need to increase their trust, their confidence. In music, some of my students didn't trust that they would be able to learn piano. So I told them all these stories that are real of people who studied with me and became wonderful at playing. And I told them stories about my early struggles and how my hands felt like it was all thumbs. And how improvisation is like magic. And how this skill is going to last for the rest of their life. They will be 80 years old, and if they haven't learned this, they're going to regret it. But if they have, they're going to be eternally grateful that even when their fingers are wrinkled, they still play beautiful music. This is something they can do. This is the moment to do it. You say your life is busy now, but it's not gonna get any easier. It's only gonna get busier. And this is your chance right now. I'm not gonna be able to do this forever. I told them that, and it was true. Now I don't teach music. And I used all these techniques, and when I closed the music business, I got dozens of letters of people telling me, please teach me. Please keep on teaching me. I don't want you to close. That's when you know that you're doing something for them, not to them. That's the power of sales. And because of it, you can build great businesses. Hi again. Listen, if you want to get in touch with me, if you want to ask me questions or just chat in real time, that is now possible. All you need to do is register to my website, duckbusiness.com, and you can chat with me directly. I will always respond, I promise you that. And here's a bold thing that I'm going to promise you. This is not for the people who come later, this is for you right now. I will always be there for you. I will always answer you, even if I have 10 million subscribers. You are here first. You cared even when this was nothing. For that reason, I will always be here for you.